For those of us who want true partnership and great love, maybe your people pleasing issue is, am I going to have to dumb myself down for somebody to love me? Am I going to have to not be as ambitious? Am I going to have to slow my roll if I want to have love in my life? Am I going to have to choose a relationship or choose my big vision? I struggle with my relationship. I've wanted true partnership for I think from the time I saw Cinderella on the Wonderful World of Disney, I wanted my Prince Charming. And now, at 58, God has blessed me with him. But then you get a vision. You knew you had a purpose and you were doing it on one level. But now you got a vision that's really big. And you're like, how is it going to affect us? And that's the conversation that I had with him. Baby, if this big vision is more than just imaginary thinking, if one day I find myself in that bigger room, on that broader stage, making a bigger impact, and I'm not able to do the things that we do now, is that going to affect us? Because I don't want to lose you. At the same time, I've been created to do this too. So baby, how are we going to do it? Now, what I want you all to do is I want you, and I'm going to put a kick stop right there because I'm coming back to that. But what I want you all to do, because I don't want you all just to listen to me, because there are those of you that might not be at your house knocking on your door, but God knows I'm on your street. Because your people pleasing might be something different. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper. If you're driving in your car, please don't write and drive. Okay? But if you're at home or you're at your desk or you're taking your lunch break, I want you to grab something to write on. And I want you to write down, and I don't want you to make it big. This is not a time for you to write a thesis or an essay. I want you, without judgment, without holding yourself back, without overthinking it, I want you to write down what your big vision is. I want you to write it down in big, bold letters. Don't censor it. Don't even say, well, if. I want you to write it down. That dream that's tugging at your very soul. Not that covetous thing that we can do. You know, a lot of our dreams are covetous. I'll have what she's having because we think it's going to make us better. We think it's going to make us be somebody. Not that one. I mean that dream in your heart. That dream, whether it's your dream of a business or your dream of a great relationship. And for some of you, it's both. I want you to write it down. And now I want you to do a second thing. Okay? The second thing I want you to do is write down what you are afraid of. What aspect of people pleasing slows your roll every time? Whether it's that you get scared, you get overwhelmed when it's something new and you start looking around at other people and trying to do it like they do it. Or you say, I don't do it like they do it. Or not as many people are coming to my thing as are coming to their thing. Or my marketing doesn't look as good as theirs. My equipment is not as good as theirs. I don't speak as eloquently as they do. Whatever it is, that's a people pleasing because somebody had to tell you. Somebody had to make you feel like you weren't enough. And you are pleasing that person. You are pleasing that ideology. You are pleasing that self-limiting thought. You're pleasing that. And you got it from somebody. So that's an aspect of people pleasing as well. I want you to write it down. And I want you to put beside it, hashtag Pinkslip. Whatever that thing is, whatever that people-pleasing problem, whatever it is, I want you to write it down and put hashtag Pinkslip. And if you want to be really badass about it, I want you to put hashtag Pinkslip. Put it in the comments section. Where you will love people, yes, but you do not have to defer to what they think, their opinions. You don't have to get the okay of anybody to do your vision. You don't have to. I've been coached by some phenomenal people. But what makes them phenomenal is they make room for me. They don't try to give me their vision. They don't try to give me their way of doing things. They help me to get comfortable with that inner knowing inside of me, that's inside of every person with a vision, that recognizes when you're on the right track or not. That's what you have to consult with. And that's what has to drive you. Because somebody else's opinion is only as good as they say it. But until it comes from inside of you, you're going to change up with everybody that says something. This person says, honey, I found love online. Here you go, online. Okay. This person says, honey, I don't trust online. I had a bad situation happen to me online. So, honey, I'm just gonna go out to these meetups and I'm gonna meet them the old-fashioned way. So you run to the meetup. But what do you want? What are you comfortable with? And a lot of us don't take the time to find that out. We're so busy asking everybody else. We're so busy looking at all the flashing lights around us. We don't take the time. But don't let me get preachy, because I truly can. But anyway, back to it. Pinkslip. I love it. Bye, Felicia. I love it, right? I see you, Pinkslip people. I see you. I see you. Now, that's all well and good. But when this video is over and you're not feeling my energy and you're alone, what's going to help you? After you've unplugged from this wonderful moment we're creating and your insecurities come back and tap you on the shoulder or start whispering in your ear again, what are you going to do? And I'm going to tell you, I hope you still have that piece of paper out, because I'm going to tell you what I did that helped me to stop going, wait, whoa, on my big vision. What I did, and I want you to write this down. Preparation. 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 I heard it while I was at the Lisa Nichols conference, but I heard it from the inside of me when I confronted my insecurity on my own. That's when it ceased to be something that somebody else said that I was like, yes, and it was good, and it resonated on this level. But now that I'm on this level, and I had to confront a giant of insecurity, it came from within me. And because it came from within me, I defeated that anxiety. Okay? So preparation is what I did. And I'm going to tell you, this is what we do. We prepare ourselves to work hard. We prepare ourselves to toil. We prepare ourselves to get our hustle on for our dream. We prepare ourselves to do that. We prepare ourselves to work. But we don't prepare ourselves to succeed. We don't prepare ourselves to succeed. What happens when it happens? I posted some time back. After you've built something, you need to occupy it. And a lot of us, we build, we are used to building, we're used to building, but we don't know how to occupy what we built. We don't know how to live in it. If a builder builds a house for his family, and once it's built, keeps building, then what sense does that make? You're building it for a reason, right? Because you want it to make room for you in some way. For me, I had to find out how this big vision was going to serve those 4 things that are important to me. Living life on my terms, getting up every morning excited about my day, doing meaningful and fulfilling work, and having the revenues to support all the above, right? So, preparation. Prepare. What will it look like? What do you want that success to look like? So I talked to my husband about it. And I said, babe, when this does happen, we need to prepare. We need to ask ourselves what things are negotiable, what things are non-negotiables, what aspects of our relationship can be tweaked, can be, can be negotiated, but what things that are the glue to us are non-negotiables. How would you feel if, because I got an opportunity to speak overseas and I had to leave to go there, how would you feel about your wife being gone to different speaking events? How would you feel? How would you feel about me having a team of people working for me that are in our space? How would you feel? What would be the times where it's like, okay, it's time for all them to go? What would be the time for the Suzette Robert? We have to anticipate that with the busyness that might come from the bigger vision. Y'all feeling me? You start preparing for what life would be like. And for those of you who are wanting great love, many of us are spending so much time wondering if he's going to pay the bill, wondering if he's going to pull our chair out, wondering if he's going to come up to our house in a hoopty or not, that we are not really looking at what really matters. What matters when you have a big vision is you have to find out if that man has capacity to love you and be with you through that, in the living, in the day-to-day of your big vision.